All right, is staff ready? If so, let's stand and say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need to make a couple adjustments to our agenda for those wanting to get out of here pretty quick. We've got, we're going to add B, human resource contract, a look into that with Sue Powell. We'll make that B on the regular agenda. And we're going to add a closed session pursuant to the manager's performance here at Town Hall at the end, right after council comments. All right. With that, would somebody approve our agenda, please? Unless you got something else anybody wants to add.
Can we pull J off the consent agenda and put
J?
it down on the regular agenda?
Yes, you can. We can do that. So we're gonna make him C.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Moving, making it, we're moving J from the consent down. Yes, closed session at the bottom. So some of you can get out of here. Okay. Is that it? If so, someone make a motion to approve as noted.
Jones, I move we approve the agenda with the aforementioned changes.
Thank you, Jeff. Second.
I'll second.
Thank you, Sandra. Any more discussion on the agenda? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Public comments? None wrote down. Anybody in the audience got any public comment? Hearing none. Okay, approval of our consent agenda with the deletion of J being moved down.
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Shay. Second.
Second motion.
Thank you, Jeff. Any discussion on the consent agenda? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Okay, on our regular agenda, our appointments, I'll get Patty to help us with that.
Have 4 members of your Parks, Trails, and Recreation Committee that are up for a reappointment. All their terms expire on June 30th. If you're okay with them, you can make it as one motion, or otherwise we can go through it one by one.
Okay. Any questions, discussion about these 4 appointments?
Just to be clear, you did reach out to all of them and they all wish to serve another term.
Anything else?
Anybody else who's waiting?
You have 4 applications on file.
Anything else?
On all the applicants, they've all been to the meetings and they participate. I'm good with them.
Okay. All right, if let's make that by motion, please.
I make a motion that we reappoint to the Parks and Trail Recreation Committee, Tammy Ross, Laura Moore, Tristan Cowie, and John Case.
Okay, with their terms being, are those 2-year terms, Patty?
Yes.
2-year terms, so they'll be effective through 6/30 of 26, correct? Okay, we got a motion, second?
Second.
Thank you, Shay. Any more discussion on these appointments? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Heard none. When you get caught up, we'll look at this human resource contract.
At your last meeting, council approved, during the budget workshop, approved us hiring a human resource firm beginning July 1. The park director came to me and said, I have a vacancy. Could we maybe get a separate contract and use that sort of as a trial run, but also just hopefully they'll have different resources to pull fund from. So what you have in front of you is a contract just for recruitment. And those funds would come out of the Parks Department Do you want to add anything, Nicole?
No, I think that about sums it up. You know, we had a good discussion at the last meeting about needing to move forward with the, you know, the human resources being contracted. And this just seemed like a really good opportunity to give it a little test run before. And we, you know, recently had a vacant position. We only had 5 applicants, so I'd love to have someone else who's a professional at this take a stab at that as we recruit for that position.
Is this for a full-time position?
This is one of our full-time maintenance technician positions.
This is a replacement of someone who
Okay.
left.
And who should the council direct to authorize signature on this?
I think that's whatever you're comfortable with, whether, I think it comes out of my budget, so you're more than welcome to direct me, or if you'd prefer.
I think
Mr.
the
Baldwin.
proposal might already have a signature line.
It just, it has a blank for name and title, so.
Okay, it would be at council's discretion. We can have the town manager, we can have the mayor, we can have the park director.
Whatever council's desire on this is. It wouldn't hurt to be a good trial run. See how it works out for us.
I see the merits of what staff is proposing, and therefore I would move that we authorize the parks director to sign the contract for the recruiting of the technician 1 position.
All right, I got a motion, second. Shay, second. Any discussion on this? Hearing none? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Okay, moving right along, staff updates.
Oh, no.
Oh, we gotta move, that's right, Jay, my bad. All right, we're moving, the appointment of Mike Malachek at Mills River alternate voting rep for Henderson County Transportation Advisory Committee, other known as TAC.
I was wondering on that right there, is that gonna require him to start going to the meetings?
He already goes for the most part when he can. That's a fair statement, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let me give a little background.
Yeah, give a little background.
So their recent TAC meeting was rescheduled like once or twice, and there was a question whether the mayor could attend. And I think I've been going to the meetings for 6+ months now when Daniel handed all the transportation stuff over to me. But I've never been formally made a voting member in case the mayor's absent, so the town can be represented. And this letter basically came from Jana Bianculli, the senior planner that runs the meetings, and she said the same letter was authorized for Brian Burgess, the former town planner, and then for Daniel Cobb. So again, it's just in case
Yeah.
Mayor Gauntz gets caught up, I can at least serve and represent the town in his absence. But I do
Yeah.
attend all those meetings as my schedule allows.
What brought this up is we had to keep moving the TAC meeting back behind the MPO meeting because they was gonna need us to give them more information back. But we didn't know what the information is looking for because the MPO staff hadn't got it yet. So I've been working up on Pennsylvania Road, as everybody knows. So from 7:15 till 5:30, I'm up there in no man's land with no signal. So they couldn't get a hold of me. So when I would finally get my email or something, they got in panic mode one day because they was trying to get a vote. They call it a noodle vote, something like that, together of all the voting members to see what day they could even meet on. Because it had got changed so many times. So they kept throwing them out there and they was trying to get it formalized before the end of the day. So they was reaching out to see if anybody else here could vote. So I think I missed one of those since I've been on as mayor. I've missed one of those meetings in 2.5 years. So I don't see a problem with it at all.
We wouldn't make 2 votes.
No.
Just be
No, he would just be my substitute. In a lot of cases, a lot of other municipalities have that on both the MPO level and the TAC level.
Yeah, it's just a voting alternate.
Yeah.
In case the primary representative's not there. But
Yeah.
usually we just attend as for staff support. So like the Hendersonville planning director's there. Other municipalities are
Yeah.
represented as well.
2 sets of ears
Right, exactly.
and a backup vote.
So I'll put that back on y'all to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Mike as the alternative voting representative for the TAC committee.
All right, I got a first. How about a second? Thank you, James. Any more discussion on it? You full understand it, Sandra, as to what it is and how we got there? If not, which what this discussion can be right here, to make sure you do know.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
I don't know much about the inner workings of the TAC.
Yep.
But the votes that you may take, that are they any way controversial or anything? I'm just concerned about, I don't want to put staff in an awkward position, whether it's the planning director. or the manager that-
They wouldn't be probably 2 votes a year that might be politically motivated to try to get something done in your area. It's mostly, even the action we do take on a regular basis is more just agreeance with, what's already been set in front of us. Fair enough. It's just, we don't really have an option. It's either take all this or not. We do get into a lot of spot work, where we get to figure out what's getting prioritized 8 to 15 years down the road. So you might do a little voting on that, but he sits on it also. He'll tell you that that's only good for that day, as we see everything gets changed. So
Does he pretty much know how you're gonna vote on it?
I would hope not.
Well, I mean,
I'm
So
pretty
he's-
independent
he's
and I
doing
don't.
his decisions on it and it's not yours as the mayor.
Yeah, I would think if we knew, say, the only time this might be an issue is if I had a heart attack, car wreck, fell off a house, something to that, where I was out for an extended period of time. You're gonna find that 98% of the votes in there, in both the TAC level and the MPO level, go one way, either yay or nay. There's hardly ever a split vote in there at all. If it was a decision making and I knew I couldn't be there and I knew it was an important issue, I would go sit down with Michael and say, hey, this is what I feel like how we need to be represented. Now if he followed that wish out or not would be up to him, but if I left it vacant, it would be his vote to take either way. But I don't think you're going to see any difference in a county transportation level with me or Mike being the vote. We're not going to change one thing if me or him, either one wasn't even there.
And it's more of an advisory board.
It is an advisory
So I was
board.
just looking at it, advise the Board of Commissioners and the members of the Metropolitan Planning Organization on matters related to transportation in Henderson County.
Yes.
So-
The MPO level is a little more formal and more, we have to give every year all our property that we own, everything to that effect. There's about a 4-page document that we have to go through to make sure we have no conflicts of interest with any projects going on in the Western North Carolina region or in the state, as a matter of fact, if we knew it. And if we have anything to do with any property that's adjacent to anything going on, we would have to reveal that information.
Okay, and this doesn't overlap to that.
Mm.
Okay,
No, all this information from this advisory board gets fed back to the MPO level. And then the strategic vote over there to move forward with projects and how they get funded would happen at the MPO level.
okay.
Mr. Malachek, you're okay with that delegated authority? What's she like, Nick?
Anybody else? Go ahead.
I was not confused, but I was concerned that it allowed another vote and then maybe you guys could get into a.
No. No. No, it's not an extra vote. It's just an alternate vote if I can't be there. Yep. I don't know what he'd have to do if he had to vote if whether or not I could be there or not.
I mean, and I'm happy just to abstain, but again, the issue with the recent meeting was they didn't have a quorum.
Yeah, they was trying to come up
reschedule.
with quorum because they
Yeah.
couldn't get a hold of anybody to figure out when they could be there. Okay. So we got a first, I got a second. Any more discussion? Hearing none? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Okay. Now we're on the staff reports, updates.
ABC revenues came in this week. And they came in, just over $5,000 over budget. But the way we did our resolution earlier is that next year, whatever revenues come in will be earmarked towards land preservation. Just wanted to,
Okay, awesome. All right, Arlie, tax collector.
It's a quick update. This report you've got is from the end of April, so it's pretty old, 3 weeks old. We're over 99% collections as of today, and we have about $30,000 left.
Awesome. Thank you, and thanks for
welcome.
all the taxpayers out there for being prompt and getting it done. Okay, Parks and Rec, Nicole.
I'll just give 2 quick updates. We've got awesome summer programs coming, so I won't go through them all to bore you, but we've got, just check our social media, check our website. We've got a lot of great stuff. Kids are out of school tomorrow, last day, so there's a lot of great stuff coming. But I'd like to invite you all to our Pollinator Day, where we're gonna thank our folks, is June the 2nd. And that day right after, you're more than welcome. We're doing a free pickleball clinic to teach people the rules of pickleball, so stay for that. Those are our 2 big things coming
What
up
time,
next
June
weekend.
2nd? Do you remember?
didn't
I
write it
hate
down.
to put you on spot.
2 o'clock.
Okay.
2 o'clock, I'll correct you if that's wrong
Okay.
in your weekly report.
Gotcha. Thank you. Oh, plan director, Michael.
Just real brief. We, I know I've been saying the townhomes are gonna be going vertical for a while, but we finally processed the first zoning permits just yesterday. They are planning to start building, again, it's 3 to 6 units per structure, long building. They're gonna start at the northeastern corner, so closer to the Calvary Church property line, kind of work their way down and around, and then to the southern half of the site.
Okay.
But those permits have been pulled, so again, you should be seeing construction there in the next month.
Awesome. One question, the storage buildings on 280 close to the county line. So they pulled what exactly happened there? I can't remember.
Nothing officially has
Okay,
happened.
okay,
The zoning permit was approved and issued. They have all their state approvals, stormwater, sediment erosion control. They did receive a violation for sediment erosion control deficiencies, which I believe has been addressed recently,
okay,
but they did put up tons and tons of stone down.
yes,
I've just heard through the rumor mill that the self-storage plan is not gonna work financially for the owner.
okay,
But
gotcha.
it does still have an approved site plan and all the state permits.
okay. I just knew they put the stone down, they still had equipment there, I was wondering.
And the stone is really to stabilize that
Sure.
2 acres of just bare soil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good, okay. All right, Mr. Baldwin, town manager.
Nothing to add at this time.
Thank you, sir. All right, council comments, anybody? I'm not bashful. I would say that, for me and Jeff attended the, dog in the workplace, work session this evening. We got a lot of vital information in, both positive and negative. I have sent an email to my personal attorney just to make sure I'm covered, for going forward after today. The staff, seems to be okay with taking on the responsibility of their own dogs. So, I want to make sure, I was a little confused today, so you don't get it again. Has everyone received the letter from the attorney and the memo from, Amy, I can't remember Amy's name, but from the League of Municipalities? Have y'all got an email on both of those?
I don't
We
think
had
I've seen
homework
'em.
to do with it, so but me and Jeff did. Did you get them?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
From our town attorney.
Yeah, you should have got one from Sharon Alexander and one from Amy Winslet. Is that Wisnet from the League of Municipalities?
I'll have to go in and.
Make
look.
sure, I told Kristen to make sure those got sent out because I didn't know if y'all had them or not. I thought y'all needed it. And you're going to probably see some other documents coming also. Just to get y'all totally up to speed on where we are after today.
Right, so the plan is to send you guys the result of the meeting today and with 2 or 3 questions, just soliciting your input after you read over the document that was generated from today's meeting. And so we sent you copies of the memo from Sharon Alexander addressing that issue, and also a memo from Amy Wisnett, which is the risk field representative consultant with the North Carolina League of Municipalities. So those should be in your inbox. If they're not, let me know.
Yeah. Just read through all that, read through all the other stuff. The end of this meeting was positive. We might have a way to go with this here and everybody be happy in the end. We shall see. Okay. All righty. So any other council comments? Hear none? Okay, moving on. I'm gonna ask that everyone leave the room. I need someone to, Shay, can you take a few minutes for me? So Shay's gonna take some minutes. That'll get everybody else freed up. We'll talk with Mr. Baldwin here in a few minutes and hopefully I'll get home and have some supper because we have been here since about 12:30 today. I would, yeah. Cut the Zoom, kill everything. We don't even need the mics or anything anymore. We're going in closed session. So if someone would, before we, yeah, I got a motion to enter closed session.
I'll second.
Sanders second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Okay,